Blessed in the Lord. Thank you for joining me on the Healing Streams Reflections. The title for today's post is The Blessings of Justice. Jacob's prediction about Dan in Genesis 49, 16 to 18 is that Dan will provide justice for his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan will be a serpent by the roadside, a viper along the path that bites the horse heels so that its rider tumbles backward. I look for your deliverance, O Lord. Dan was the fifth son of Jacob and the first of Bilhah, who was Jacob's concubine and the maid of Rachel, who was Jacob's wife. Genesis chapter 30, verses 1 to 6. Rachel named the first child of her nursemaid, Bilhah, Dan, a name that embodies the quality of justice. Judgment and justice is about setting boundaries and maintaining objectivity to avoid confusion. Civilization rests on justice and its laws and its ability to draw clear lines between right and wrong, honor and shame. Dan will avenge his people. The tribes of Israel will be united as one. Dan will be a serpent on the highway, a viper by the path that bites a horse's heels so its rider falls backward. Genesis 49, 16 to 17. In a sense, Dan is the path of law and order. Remember, Dan means to judge. Therefore, objective justice is the heart of any civilization. Perspective, in a sense, understanding or insight into the law of the land is at heart of fair judgment. It requires the judge to examine the past and consider the future. It demands attention to the divide between right and wrong. The tribe of Dan was the last tribe in the procession of Israelites out of Egypt. They collected all the items left behind by the other 11 tribes, and they were required to ascertain to whom to return these belongings. Beloved, it's funny that when people see the word serpent, they immediately refer to it as being something evil. But the scriptures brings to our attention how Yahweh uses the serpent to administer justice to all. For instance, in Exodus chapter 4, verse 2 to 5, Yahweh took the staff of Moses and turned it into serpent to show Israel that the God of their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, had appeared to Moses and had come to set them free from bondage in Egypt. In Exodus chapter 7, 8 to 12, Yahweh took the staff of Aaron and turned it into a serpent that swallowed up the two serpents that the Pharaoh's wizard had produced through witchcraft. When Israel became impatient and spoke against the Most High, he sent venomous serpent to attack those who spoke against him in Numbers chapter 21, verse 6. The only way that Israel could be healed from the snake bites was that they had to look at a bronze snake on a pole that Yahweh had given. Moses' instructions to erect to heal Israel. When we begin to understand it in this perspective, then, brothers and sisters, then we begin to unearth the mysteries of God when it comes to God administering justice. We are told by Jesus to even be as wise as serpent and as harmless as doves. As was prophesied by Jacob, Genesis 49 verse 16, that the tribe of Dan is the tribe that judges. In Isaiah chapter 126, Yahweh promises to restore the judges first, as in the days of old or the beginning. Remember, Dan is referred to as the one who will administer justice or judge. Why then this restoration of God? We may accordingly remember that Dan was the first tribe to fall into idolatry after Israel was led into the promised land. Judges chapter 18, 30 to 31. Dan is also where the calf was set up when Israel was split as a nation after Solomon. 1 Kings 12, 27, 30. And later, Dan became a center of idol worship in Israel. Amos chapter 8 verse 40. Remember, when the Israelites entered the promised land, the tribe of Dan was given the seventh opportunity to select their territory. Joshua 19, 40 to 51. However, they were not able to occupy their selected territory due to a lack of faith and later moved north, according to Judges chapter 18 verse 1 through 31. In the process of moving north, the Danites stole Micah's idols. Judges 18, 14 to 19, and Micah's priest agreed to be the priest for the Danites. Judges 18, 18 to 20, and verse 27. And Judges 18:30 gives us a sad report as the sons of Dan set up for themselves the graven image to worship the golden calf. This tragic sin even prompted the prophet Amos to include the land of Dan in his denunciation of pagan worshippers, that they shall fall and never rise again. Amos chapter 8 verse 14. The tribe of Dan is not mentioned as one of the tribes to have 12,000 members promised the seal of God in Revelation chapter 7 verse 1 to 8. Could this be the reason for their involvement in idolatry, or the reason being that you cannot be both a judge and a witness at the same time? So just as some Old Testament list of 12 tribes omit Levi while they are in service to the Lord, Dan is omitted because they are in service. And more importantly, the 144,000 consisting of 12,000 from each tribe will be witnesses during the tribulation. Why should a lawgiver or a judge like the tribe of Dan be involved in idolatry of such magnitude? Could it be the reason most personalities in the Justice Department of some nations or in the legal profession belong to diverse occult organizations all over the world? Beloved, secret things belong to the Lord our God, as Deuteronomy chapter 29 verse 29 informs us. However, the prophet Ezekiel declared that the tribe of Dan will have an area of land during the millennial kingdom of God on earth. Friends, despite the waywardness and great sins of Dan, and every other tribe of Israel, the Apostle Paul tells us that all Israel will be saved. Romans 11:26. Dan judges people as one of the sons of Israel, raising hopes for a justice system that will bring expectation of liberty and righteousness to humanity all over the world. May God bless the Justice Department of every nation. May the King of Kings, may the Lord of Lords, may the Alpha and Omega, may the righteous God bless the legal profession worldwide who belong to the tribe of Dan in their efforts to dispense impartial and accurate justice to liberate the oppressed and the marginalized in our communities throughout the whole world, who through injustices that have been meted to them, a lot of them are today languishing in prisons all over the world with nobody to defend them. And even in America, we have a lot of fathers that are languishing in jails all throughout the 50 states. Even people who no fault of them have been sent there. Brothers and sisters, where are the defenders of justice? Where are the defenders of the tribe of Dan? Where are the descendants of the tribe of Dan who stand up and begin on the platform of human rights, fighting for these injustices, those languishing in jail, who through injustices and no fault of theirs have been imprisoned? And even with this coming Father's Day, a lot of kids will remember that Daddy is not at home. Where is Daddy? Through no fault of Daddy, Daddy is in prison. And some of them, they'll have to visit these jailhouses in order to celebrate Father's Day with their daddies. The judicial system which knows no discrimination, a judicial system who always fight for the needy, a judicial system which knows no impartiality, but will dispense justice for the good of all humanity. It is my prayer that the good Lord will protect judges, will grant lawyers wisdom, insight, understanding to stand up for the marginalized, to stand up for the needy, to stand up for the poor, to stand up for those who no fault of theirs, but now are languishing in the jailhouses of this nation, and fight for their human rights. Thanks for joining me, and stay blessed.